The special hits the streaming platform on December 3, Kinsey. I'm not sure I can even hate watch this. It looks just painful.
It does. And of course, this trailer comes on the heels of the Royal Variety performance at Royal Albert Hall. Pictures dropping of the Princess of Wales and Prince William cuddling with Paddington Bear. Meghan's always there to interrupt great press for the British royal family. But Meghan giving Christmas advice, even though the majority of her own family don't even know her telephone number, is charming. This is not a holiday party. That is a witness protection program. Her Christmas message might start with peace on earth and goodwill to all, but it just doesn't extend to anyone she's actually ever met.
And that was apparent at her wedding, which I pointed out at the time when everyone adored her and they all thought I was being terrible. But other than her mother, there seemed to be really no cousins there, and her siblings, her dad wasn't there, and long-term friends as well. The red flags were there early with that one. Now, let's stick with Meghan. She sat down with Harper's Bazaar for another tell-all interview. Kinsey, for the cover, she went without makeup, it seems. Did she reveal anything interesting?
Of course not. Here are some highlights. Yeah, here are some highlights. Even if there's no one else there, Meghan makes staff announce her in a room as the Duchess of Sussex. I kid you not. And she pauses mid-interview. No, wait. She pauses mid-interview to take a photo of her own face in the foam of her cappuccino. The article claims that Meghan is an authority on parenting in her friend circle because she uses things like apps. And Meghan drops moments of brilliance like, if you overwork the dough, it's not going to rise. I like to imagine that when Oprah asked her if she was silenced or silenced, that is what she was held back from sharing with the masses.
She has to be announced. Don't just go up past that like it's nothing. People have to announce her official royal titles. Let's not forget she walked away from her duty, so she's got those titles without any sort of work. And yet she uses them to that extent. I doubt Prince William would be using them to that extent.
No, it's just her and the author of this piece that are in this home. And the author of this piece is like, it's just the two of us, but she's announced as the Duchess of Sussex when she walks in. Like, even the author, who is very generous to Meghan throughout this article, is like, that's weird.
It is weird. And Prince Harry is going to be the keynote speaker at a political affairs conference in Canada. Organisers of the event said Harry will bring a powerful message of service and leadership. Kinsey, are they kidding? Again, another one who walked away from his duty to be a full-time celebrity.
Exactly. It's basically pay to play at a Hilton in Toronto. Harry is speaking at a real estate event. This is kind of embarrassing to me. Not only is Harry totally not qualified to talk to a room full of entrepreneurs about leadership or real estate, but they are marketing it like he's a glorified mascot. For the right price, almost 300 pounds, you get access to a rejected prince in a Hilton conference room. I mean, these are the type of events I think the royal family were fearful of when they said no half in, no half in, half out.
Now, Kinsey, we finally have an explanation as to why Wicked co-stars Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo keep touching each other, seem to be obsessed with each other. Ariana appeared on Amy Poehler's Good Hang podcast, and here's the explanation.
You like to hold each other's like hands and be there. It's very sweet.
Yes.
You like to do that with people. Am I wrong?
I do. I am very... I channel a lot of energy through my hands.
Yeah.
And so I'm always holding a hand. I'm always like squeezing a something.
Kinsey, she just sounds weirder. It's not really an explanation in my mind.
No, is that Gavin Newsom's excuse too? Is he channeling a lot of energy through his hands? Because boy, does he do some hand choreography. Yeah, she admitted in the past that her and Cynthia are insufferable and annoying while promoting these movies. So they are aware. But I think you and I were really dying over the finger holding. Remember last junket where she was like holding Cynthia's finger? It's the obnoxious conversations. It's the holding space. It totally distracts from the movie and makes us uninterested in seeing it. I think these two are just too much.
They are, and Ariana seems to be loving Hollywood though. She appears to be making the switch from pop star to actress, revealing her 2026 Eternal Sunshine tour will be her last hurrah. That's a big statement to be making this early in her career.
I know, but doesn't it give you like flashbacks to Cher? Remember how Cher kept announcing that it was her final tour and it never was? She never, Ariana never gives us specific plans for her upcoming tour, but made it clear that she thinks that this is her final run for the foreseeable future. She explained that exploring projects beyond music has helped her feel more in touch with herself, and she's clearly handsy, and with her creativity. So, I mean, go forth. Good luck. Hopefully you're not as physical with your next co-star.
Or they, yeah. I mean, it's weird that two characters like this have found each other, unless it's all an elaborate act, which many people think it is, that two curious characters have found each other in these film interviews. Wow. In fact, there's too much of it. I was going to play some clips this week and there was too many. There was too many. I was overwhelmed. Now, late night host Bill Maher has admitted that he stopped performing stand-up comedy over escalating safety concerns. Have a listen to this.
I don't want to be out there in this country, in this political atmosphere. I could get shot by the left or the right.
Yeah, well, at this point,
it's a good time to not be out there.
It's pretty sad, Kinsey.
It is sad. But he also said safety wasn't the only factor in his decision to step back. He admitted he grew discouraged watching other comedians draw bigger crowds. And he suggests on the show that his weekly presence on HBO's Real Time may be making his stand-up less special. He added that there's a generational shift in the audience as well that might be influencing turnout. But yeah, I think he's having a harder time looking at people like Joe Rogan, who is hilarious, a podcaster, and would draw a much bigger crowd than Bill Maher was. I mean, I really think it's less about the generational gap, and more about just what we're into today. And it's Rogan. It's not necessarily Bill Maher.
Now, quickly before you go, text messages have revealed new details about the friendship between Bill Gates and convicted pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein had written to one of Gates's apparent advisors about an opportunity to work together, but his then wife, Melinda, intervened and subsequently banned Bill Gates from contacting him. Kinsey, there was certainly a relationship there over the years.
Yeah, and actually in interviews since then, Melinda has alluded to the fact that his relationship and friendship with Jeffrey Epstein was one of the reasons she wanted out of their marriage. I mean, this was a huge deal to her. She couldn't stand him. But I loved the headline that talked about Epstein's lemon-shaped penis. Let's not brush past that. We have to acknowledge that.
Yes, deformed penis, just like Harvey Weinstein. So those two are Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein. Kinsey Schofield, thank you so much for your time.